Moving like Hello. Yo. Good afternoon, peeps. How are we? Welcome to the stream. Who we got with us today? AVFC, Nemo, Wheaty, Saber, CPR. Woogie, welcome. Bodge. Tone, hello. Scrappy, welcome. How you guys doing? Body, welcome. Over to the YouTubes, who we got? Kashi, Dave, Rassius, Pico, Gozzy, Axel, welcome. How are we doing today, guys? Antonio, good afternoon. Merp, hello. Ben, 8-bit. Yo. And of course, over on the newly instated Kick, HD Nugget, Witty over there as well, Bodge, and Forgot. Welcome, guys. Yeah, I'm live on Kick as well today. Giving it a little bit of a test. See how we get on? I am annoyed. Why am I annoyed? Someone tell me why I'm streaming at 24 megabytes per second for YouTube and it's not 1440p. Someone explain. Why is that? Huh? Why was it working okay yesterday? I've not changed anything. I've not changed a single thing. Why is it not 1440p? It's really annoyed me. I'm on low latency, which is exactly the same. I went through a lot yesterday to be able to get it into 1440p, as you guys know. Tested all that stuff. And I'm only getting 1080p. 60 frames per second. I mean, the quality itself looks alright. Like, the YouTube stream actually looks okay from what I can tell, but it's really annoying. It was fine yesterday. Now, internet speed, I've got no issues. I've got no issues with internet speed at all. I've got 100 meg up, so I'm all good. I'm good, thank you, Scrappy. How are you? It seemed to be fine yesterday. Deadpool, welcome. Good afternoon. How are we doing, chat? Are we okay? Is everybody okay today? On this beautiful day. I was swimming this morning. Do you know what? I can't lie to you. I'm on my third coffee of the day. You heard it here first. 3 coffees. Hope not going to have that chat scrolling. What do you mean, Wheaty? I thought a lot of people would enjoy it if I had the chat. And the reason being is because whenever I make any YouTube video for my live streams, at least then people can see what it is that I'm speaking to. Pronto, welcome. If you stream at 1440p, how come in the YouTube stats we can only select 1080? You tell me, Retro. That's exactly what I'm trying to figure out, my friend. I don't know. I don't know why that is. I mean, yesterday I'd done a test stream, which is now deleted. And yeah, I was able to pull 1440p. I was super happy. And now for some reason, I've even had to go to low latency on YouTube to make that happen. So on YouTube, you have 3 latency settings. You've got ultra low, which you can only stream in 1080p. You've got low latency, which supports 2K 1440p. And then you've got normal latency, which does 4K. Normal latency, there's about a 15-second delay. I can't have that. I can't bounce off chat. I can't interact with chat. With low latency, it's about a 5-second delay, which is fine. I can do 1440p with that. However, for some reason, today, it's not having it. And I don't know why. I've not got a single Scooby. I mean, on YouTube, if I go to the advanced settings and I'm looking, it's got 2560 by 1440. Now, I'm pretty sure that's 2K. So, Lord only knows what the current situation is. But you know what? We're not going to drag. We're not going to let that drag us down today. Third, I'm beyond 15 now. What does that mean? 2, welcome. How are you? Coffees. Yes. I wasn't there, but I'm there now. Thank you. Rookie numbers. Yeah, do you know what? People say to me, chat, how many coffees do you have roughly in a day? How many coffees do you have roughly in a day? For those who drink coffee, of course. Why Day, My Gaming, Singular, and Josh Allen, thank you very much for the follows. I appreciate your faces. Zero, forgot you don't have any coffee. 2 pots. I like that. I like that a lot. 1 to 2, 10 pints, says Wheaty. 2 to 3 at a push, trying to not drink as much. Don't like coffee, fair enough. 4 to 6, 3 to 4, 5 at most. Wow. Suddenly I don't feel so bad that I've had 3 today. 5 to 6, okay. Are we talking like cup sizes like this? Are we talking more? Or are we talking less? Or are we talking around about that? Like a standard, I'd say that's like a middle-sized mug of coffee. Do we agree? Should I turn the music down a little bit now? I think so. There is no need for me to be streaming at 26 megabytes a second if I am not doing 1440p on YouTube. There is literally no point. So why on earth am I spending all my bandwidth on that? Berry, how are you today? Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. 16 ounce cold brew 2 to 4 times a day. 16 ounce. I can't remember what size this cup was. I can't remember what size this cup was. I think it was around about that, you know. Something like that. Something like that. $700 mil. Pete, welcome, by the way. Good old YouTube and its default decisions. Yeah, maybe I've done something wrong here. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me that I might have messed something up, but I can't see what that is. I genuinely can't. I mean, on the live, like, we all look good. We're, you know... Yeah. So it's a bit... I'm going to use the term frustrating is what I'm going to use. Frustrating. Why are you not 1440p? Like, if I was looking at an option, I was going, do you know what? That's why it's not 1440p. I'd understand. But I've got it on low latency, so that is at 100% a big, big tick. Lord of Glove, I have no idea. Is it the software that I'm using, Atom, for the multi-stream? Probably not. Probably not. Sometimes 480p, sometimes 720. Yeah, I know. I just want to give people, again, that best experience I possibly can with good quality. But hey-ho, it is what it is. Maybe I'm over-worrying. Could do with an iced coffee for a walk to pick up my son from school. Lovely jubbly. They say you have to activate it for regions. Some regions won't unless you... No, Atum, the thing is, right, I done a test stream yesterday, and I had it. I had who was here? One in the chat yesterday. If you got that live stream on YouTube, I was 1440p. Software that I'm using is called Atom, and I haven't changed anything in Atom for it to not work. Like, it literally doesn't make sense. I had all the settings set up. I pressed go live today. That's the only difference I have made, and it's not working. So Lord the Glove only knows why the situation to the nation is not working. I see it here. The only other thing that I could think about doing is prioritizing YouTube, and then the secondary would be Twitch and Kick. But hey ho, bandwidth is fine. Did you find out that Twitch comments were okay to stream now? Yeah, so it's not YouTube side, it's Twitch side. Thad, welcome, by the way. So I can have the Twitch chat on screen, which this is, and this is solely Twitch chat. And YouTube won't get funny about it. However, if I done it the other way around and I had Kick and YouTube on a Twitch stream, and they somehow found out, there is potential for a ban. So we don't risk it. So instead, we just have Twitch on screen, and we're just trying a few different things, guys. Because if you don't try, you don't know. I mean, it's going to look lovely at 1440p, 26 megabytes. But as you say, yeah, exactly, Sky. Exactly that. So yeah, we're just trying a few different things. So chat, how are we today? Is everybody good and glorious? Everybody good and glorious. One in the chat if you saw yesterday's video. One in the chat if you saw yesterday's video. And what did you think of it, most importantly? Forgot, I like how your You're just hanging out on Kick. I love that. I absolutely love that. So thank you. I really appreciate it. I have some good news, and the good news is that I for the Kick Partner Program, I do qualify to get partnered without having to meet the criteria, which is pretty cool. They haven't got back to me yet, which means a bunch of different things, revenue-wise and all that. So that's pretty cool. But I'm just waiting for further updates on it. But they've said that yeah, that's fine. We can put you straight into the Kick Partner Program. So that's relatively decent. So yeah, the video yesterday was interesting. Archer, welcome, buddy. How are you? Watched it live, the PS1? Yeah, with a HDMI port, yeah. I haven't seen any of your videos yet, but I'm going to check them out. My Gaming Thumbs, you're new around here, you just hit that follow button. How did you find the stream out of interest, my friend? Was it just through Twitch? Getting recommended? What's that, Flannel? I was on the front page of Twitch. Oh, yeah, it would just be the recommendations. Yeah, I saw Repair and had to jump in. I love that. There we go. The Repair community doing its thing. Welcome. Exclamation mark YouTube, by the way, Gaming Thumbs. Probably a lot better content over there. Thomas, welcome, by the way. I would highly urge you to check out a series called Profit or Loss. Is that where we think somebody should start? Chat, do we think somebody should start on the first season of Profit or Loss so they can see the whole journey? What do we think? Yes or no? Let's give some recommendations for My Gaming Thumbs. Atum with the Prime, you're an absolute legend. Out of thousands of creators to support, you've chosen me, my friend. Thank you. I really appreciate that. It's very kind of you. Yes, one, definitely. I'm a huge supporter of Right to Repair. Let's go. Do I know? Oh, yeah, I haven't done an exclamation mark kick yet. I haven't done one yet. I haven't set one up. I'm still just on the fence about it. I'm still just like seeing how things go, Bod, you know, one of those. Before I go, yeah, do this, do that. I'm just going to see how it goes sort of thing. But thank you for reminding me. It's good TV because there's some risk there, absolutely. Chat, do you want some great news? Are you ready for this? I've had to stand up. I'm that excited. Do you want some great news? Yes or no? Who wants some good news? Whoopee coming in with a tier 1 for 7 months in a row. You absolute legend. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate you and your face. It's very, very kind of you. Coming in with a tier 1 7 months. You triggered a hype train on Twitch. Thank you very much, my friend. You're an absolute legend. Appreciate you. Oversized shirts are in stock. What? No, they're not, unfortunately. I still haven't done a
button too.
For the sub. I see. Well, you're an absolute legend, Scotty. Thank you very much for the tier 1 for 2 months. Thank you. What? Chat, what's going on? Oh no. Oh. It's starting. How do I... Okay, ready? 1, 2... No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Don't be so vain. What are you talking about? It's the opposite. I've got grey hair. It's over, chat. It's been a pleasure. Yeah. Not another kid. Grey hairs are best case scenario with fixing electronics these days. Better than putting your hair out. Oh, it's true. Let them be, Joe. You'll get white hair. That's cool. Chat, will I look good with white hair? Yes or no? Welcome to the club. Don't pull them. It hurts the surrounding ones too. They'd multiply. Bust out the shoe dye. Don't make me get... I'll get the Sharpie again. My beard's like 75% grey. I'm only 40. Real issue is when you don't have any to count. What I just walk into? Yeah, don't worry. Let's forget about that. Move on. Thank you for the hype train, guys. Level 1, 2 minutes on the clock, 93%. I appreciate your faces. Chat, listen. Guess what I started recording yesterday? There's actually 2 bits of good news, and I'm super happy. For those who are into fitness, I'm very close to the end of my cut. I'm very close to the end of my cut. Which again, like I said, I'm super happy with. I'm super happy with. I have another 2 kg, 2 kilograms to go, and I'm done with my cut. I've had 1 Domino's in about 2 months. Round of applause, chat. Round of applause. Hey, my gaming thumbs came in with a tier 1 subscription. Thank you very much, mate. Tell me a bit about yourself. Do you stream or anything like that, gaming thumbs? You look good as a salty head electronics repair person. Salty head. When I start going grey about 25. Well, chat, listen. My dad was bald by 20. So have I done well, yes or no? I don't know how old you are, Joe, but I'm just 32 and I have quite a few white hairs. I'm same age. JDT gets swole. Chat, I wouldn't say it's swole. So the first thing is that I'm very close to the end of my cut, and I'm going to be doing a video on my second channel about the cut. Do you want a sneak peek? Do you want a sneak picture? Because of I did put one on my Instagram, so there are a few people who might have seen it. There are a few people who might have seen it, you know. But this is my cut. This is me losing weight. This is day 306, which is probably about 2 weeks ago. But we're getting there. Thank you very much, by the way, for the level 2 hype train. 3 minutes 30 on the clock, 22%. Thank you. I also poke things with a multimeter and soldering iron. Welcome. Yeah, I do the exact same thing. What's going on? How many chins do we see, chat? I see at least 3. I don't know why I look deformed as well, like as in my neck. I don't know what I don't know what these are. What are these? Shoulders? Like not even shoulders. Chat. What do we call them? Traps? Is that what it is? Is that the right word? Let me pull up the other chats and see who's roasting me. Cell pick? What does that mean? All right, so that's where I was. And then this is day 306. All right. So we're getting there. We're looking a bit more lean. I'm lifting a bit heavier as well, which is tough to do on a cut. So I'm lifting heavier weights and stuff. It's taking me a long time. It's day 306. So it's closing up to a year. But we went from that, which is day 19, which is just like, I look like a bag of potatoes, man. What's going on there? And then we're here. So we're getting there. And this was 2 weeks ago. And I'm on a heavy cut at the moment, so I'm losing weight quite fast. So we're getting there. So the plan now is I'm going to do a video. All right. I don't want to give away any more spoilers and whatnot. I'm doing a video of the cutting process. And chat, do you know who's helped me? Do you know who's helped me? Take a guess. Thank you very much for the hype train, guys. Appreciate you. Says, thank you very, very much for the follow, by the way, on Kick. I don't know. Did the notification come up, chat? Let me just replay that. You might be the first follower that I've had come up on the notifications. Yes, yes, you did. Thank you, mate. I appreciate you. Simon Cow. My mate Vince. Don't hurt me, lad. What do you mean? Chat, it doesn't look that bad. Maybe Saints lost that day. Gary, that's a great shout. I mean, Mini JDT, Retro said as well. Mini JDT, your little girl. Yeah, help me. I made a decision in September last year. I opened the Discord and everything, which I've super slacked in. Chat, the biggest help besides my wife and my children as a motivator, my biggest help has been ChatGPT. No personal trainer, nothing like that. ChatGPT. ChatGPT has been my personal trainer. Yep. I know, it's scary. It's scary. And I talk to ChatGPT, not every day, most days. I'm like, XYZ. When I've had like tough battles, I'm like, why am I the same weight? What's going on? It's provided suggestions, everything like that. So the video that I'm going to do is going to be surrounded around that, and that'll be on the second channel. Yeah, so I'm excited. I don't think I've seen oh, ChatGPT help me lose weight, or ChatGPT help me get shredded. So I'm going to go from that sort of angle, I think. But if the channel that it's going to be posted to is Joey Does More. So if you potentially want to see a video like that, and where I'll talk about the journey, and it's something that interests you, and maybe you need a little bit of a kick to get into shape for whatever reason it might be, then you can use that. All right, this is the channel. Samondo, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate that. You chat or type? Type. No, great stuff. I wish I had the mindset for that. I mean, you can have the mindset. You can. I feel like you can change your mindset. Joey does roid right? Chat, there's no roids. Do you think I would take roids? Me. I can barely hold a soldering iron, chat. You think I'm going to take roids? Muscle weighs more than fatty tissue, so weight isn't necessarily going to be a good guide. Weight isn't. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I tell you what is a good. It is for my body fat percentage. So at this point in time, my goal and my aim is to get like smaller and lose as much body fat as I can. That is the goal. And I didn't know that when I started this journey. I thought I was just going to go gym and I was going to build some muscle, and that would be that. And I'd fall into like this new lifestyle. After doing some research, after getting a little bit frustrated as to why things weren't exactly going my way, then that's where I decided to sort the diet out and seek a little bit of free help. And that, along with the mindset and just the willingness to try, I'm pretty happy with the results so far. I do want to get a little bit skinnier. I want to get a little bit more leaner. I want to be 75 kg. Once I'm at 75 kg, I'm gonna do something called a lean bulk. So I'm gonna end my video at like the 75 kg mark, because that'll be under a year, and then I'm aiming probably for about 6 months. I'm gonna try and bulk up, and then I won't hopefully chat. The whole point of this, by the way, is that I hopefully won't have to cut as severe as what I have now. This should be the only time in my life where I need to be on the amount of calories and stuff that I am each day. Should be, technically. And everything else should be like mini cuts or something. Manga, thank you very much for the follow, by the way. I appreciate you. Exercise will pay off now huge when you get to my age. Yeah, I am a super active person as well, and it does massively help me mentally. It's just my priorities have probably been in the wrong place over the last few years. Some of them, not all of them, but some of them have probably been in the wrong place. I don't know. Anybody else in the chat like food? Can we just Wheaty coming in with a 5 gifted subscriptions to Giggle, Pete, Jovial, Pedro, and Mickey. Thank you very, very, very much. Did you have your coffee today, Joey? I've got it in my hand right now, my friend. Wheaty, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. That puts you on 25, by the way. 25 gifted subs. Second place for the month of July. Thank you very much. Thad, please don't rush me, my friend. Don't rush me. Don't rush me. It's all good. We take our time around here, mate. Good for you having long-term plan, Joey. Most people just go, I want to lose X kgs as soon as possible. Well done. So thank you very much. Great. Yeah, for me it was about a lifestyle. For me it was about changing my lifestyle, changing my habits, changing the way I eat, getting some exercise in, and all of those good things. So yeah, and do you know what the key thing for me was? Trying to do it as healthily as I possibly could. So that's what I wanted, to shave off as much fat as I could. And I also wanted to think, chat, what, in terms of like, what is my body capable of? I think that was one of the biggest questions. I've never been super fit. So what will my body look like if I'm super fit? Will I look all right, or will I look like an absolute moron? So yeah, it's all mindset. I feel left out when I done it, so you don't read out the names. It's very funny, forgot. So I've got a rule. Anything over 20 is GG. Anything over 20 is GG. Otherwise, I'll be here for 5 minutes. JK, didn't my message above not highlight? I used the points, but I didn't see the change. Yeah, it did highlight. It did highlight. How do you bulk? I'm 18. I'm 65 kg. I've lost a lot of weight because of personal stuff. Any advice? Ooh, Splash. I wouldn't personally be the person to ask. Now, what do I mean by that? I'm still at the beginner stages of my sort of journey, and I wouldn't feel comfortable giving advice to other people. However, I can share my experience that I've had so far, and what it is that I plan to do when it comes to a lean bulk. So I'm just going to eat a few hundred calories over maintenance, which I think by the end of this cut, my maintenance is going to be somewhere around about the 2700. I'll probably start my lean bulk at 3K. So it'll be 3,000 calories is probably what I'm going to eat. And I only gym, chat, 3 to 4 times a week. I'm not this crazy person who goes every single day. And I'm also not in there for 4 hours. I go, I'm in and out in about an hour. And that includes a bit of cardio at the moment as well. But yeah, the aim is to definitely enjoy life as well. Forgot 100%. It's just I want to get this phase done because I shouldn't have to do this cut phase again as severe as what I've done it. So it should be a case of just, you know, adjusting my lifestyle a little bit going forward, and I can be a lot more lenient on myself. And if I want that pizza, I can have that pizza, and you know, it's all to and fro. But I'm still, the whole point of this is to just work out, is to still go to the gym, still do my workouts, still build muscle, and then hopefully I can actually get a little bit bigger because I am a bit twiggy, chat. I am twiggy. Like we can't deny I look twiggy. If I was to I'm not gonna do it now because it's a bit cringe. But if I was to tense and stuff, then I would. I have my biceps, I have my triceps, etc. But yeah, they just need to be a little bit bigger. I've got some t-shirts that I've got goals where I'm like, arms will look really nice in that. Some arms, you know. I watched a video this morning actually. It's 2 videos that I want to recommend to you guys. One of them is from, I don't want to get the name of the channel wrong. Is it Jack Sucks at Life? He's the guy who collects all the YouTube play buttons. Jack Sucks at Life. Yeah, there we go. So he recently done a video, which is I did only push-ups and pull-ups for 30 days and this happened to my body, which I thought was super cool of him. And I really enjoyed watching that. So there's that video that I'd recommend. And also another video that I saw. Did anybody see the person put a PS5 in their drawer? Chat, did anyone see that? I've searched it and it's like people drawing PS5s. PS5. Let me just type in PS5 and see if it comes up because it should be near the top. I can't imagine why it wouldn't be. Apparently it's not. There is a YouTuber who's really, really, really good. He puts my quality of videos to shame, chat. There it is. Zach Builds. His name is Zach Builds, chat. Let me tell you this guy. The video that he done was insane. It's called I Fixed the PS5 because of crippling embarrassment. If you go, I promise you won't regret watching that video. It's currently at 250,000 views. He, guy's a wizard. Guy's an absolute wizard when it comes to like these sorts of things. Highly recommend watching it. No, you need to see it, Scotty. He like custom makes it with like three different Noctua fans. So he takes out the original fan, the Nidec one that you've got in there. He puts 3 custom Noctua ones. It's all 3D printing. Just go and have a look. You're really, really good. Did you cut out sugar? I tried to eat more whole foods. Probably having less sugar. But I'm still having honey. Hey Joe, first stream for me, been a fan of yours for a couple of years now. Also, what's been the most difficult console / electronic you've had trouble with? Good question, therefore. And I always kind of struggle with this question. Because there isn't something that I think, oh, I've massively struggled with that. Or should I say there's been plenty, but nothing really stands out to the point where it's how hard you make the repair. I guess I've kind of cut it off before I've taken it even further and racked my brain about it, you know? I don't know. I really don't know. I'm sorry. It's a rubbish answer. Arctic, welcome. Yeah, it's the 3D printed stuff, yeah. Right, I'm just going to put some of this stuff back together real quick. Whoop. Oh, have I messed that up? I think I have. Wait there, chat. I have. I hate PlayStation 2s. 360s are super annoying to get shit. Yeah, I've not. I think I've done one PS2 on stream, chat. Do you remember that? That was a while ago. I've not done anything since then with PS2s. And the second bit of good news is that today I started recording for Profit or Loss, chat. I started recording for Profit or Loss. Yep. And it's been about 6 weeks, I believe, since I recorded a profit or loss episode that wasn't something from a live stream or by any other means. So yeah, we're going to have content again that you haven't seen, you wouldn't have seen in a while. So yeah, profit or loss is back on the menu, and it felt super good to get back into it. Felt super good to get back into it. Honestly, the Zach Builds guy, like, I was watching him, man. I was watching him, I was thinking, man, how on earth does this guy even do this stuff? I'm watching him on the computer, right? And I'm like, what is this? All the 3D modeling bits. I guess, obviously, with enough experience, it becomes a little bit easy, but it looks so confusing for me, man. It looks so confusing for me. But I feel like, do you know what it is? I saw something, right? And it's going to sound really weird. I think it was on the the Chunks podcast, right? And I saw him say that, do you know what? Not a lot of people, especially in the UK, give their flowers when due. And what does that mean, chat? Can anyone tell me what that means? What that means is that, I'm just turning off the notifications on my watch. What that means is that if somebody has done well or something, especially in the YouTube scene, people aren't giving them their flowers, which basically means they're not saying, you know, oh, you've done super well with this, or they're too scared about people saying, oh, there's a term called glazing. I think it's called glazing. One for the younger audience, I think, which means that you're kind of just sucking up to somebody because you're telling them that they've done such a good job. And it's like this culture at the moment that's going around, and people really don't like it. And I hate it. Yeah, I hate it. I'm not a big fan of it, to be honest. Like, you should be able to tell people, and you should be able to tell if people's done, like, if somebody's done a good job with something, I feel like you should tell that person, especially if you're like their friend. You know, you should encourage them. You should tell them. Equally, I feel like if you've got someone that you're close to and something hasn't really gone too well, then there's different ways of obviously giving feedback and whatnot. But you should also let them know if you're a friend. Do you see what I'm saying? Don't give compliments when deserved. Are you saying don't do that, King, or are you saying that's what we're talking about? Who on earth? Yay to profit or loss? Yeah. Back at it. I also bought a for those who are in the Discord, exclamation mark Discord, by the way. I bought a GPU this morning, chat. Faulty one. It's a 3070. Yeah, I bought a faulty one. It was £120, I want to say, somewhere in that remit, 120 quid. I don't know if it's a good price. I might have been scammed. If I can fix it, I'm probably going to use it, being honest, because I've got a 2070 Super, and I think it's like a few percent higher. Hello! Who are thou? Welcome, Jazzcat, with a primer for 10 months in a row. I appreciate you. Condition-wise, it's alright. It even comes with a box. Can you imagine? Thanks, Bodge. Don't worry, mate. I see you over on Kick. I see you over on Kick. What's the issue with it? No picture out. No power, actually. So it'd be interesting to see. Yeah, it's not a no display. It's a no power. If it could be fixed, yeah, I have no idea. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm going to be doing with it. Forgot's over there. Sorry, forgot. I'm looking forward to that video. I bought a Zotac Mini PC, defective MXM GPU. I'll be digging into soon. Yeah, I'm a complete noob when it comes to GPU, so I can't wait to destroy my house. I don't know. It's got a little bit of a dent in it there. Okay, let me just put this over to the side. Cool. We'll come back to that. Right. Hey Joe, you got any tips and tricks when removing electrolytical caps wrecked 4 pads on 4 caps I was trying to replace? When you say remove, planning to put them back on, or you don't have to put them back on. If you were saying to put them on, to take them off to put them on, I would definitely recommend trying to heat up from the other side of a board. Is probably your best bet, because yeah. The other thing that I suggest is you need to move that heat rapid. If you move that heat rapid, you might be all right. 3 devices, 3 platforms, YouTube, Kick, and Twitch. Oh, you don't have to do that. I forgot, but I appreciate it. Thank you. You don't have to do that. Let's go with... Now, should I go with that one or should I go with this one? I think I'm going to go with this one. This one I bought from a viewer, chat. Let's see if we can make a profit today. I bought a box. Yes. Heist and The Real and Callum. Thank you very much for the follows on Twitch. Appreciate you. Yeah. I bought a box. Now, I'm a little bit scared about this one, to be honest. I'm not too sure I'm going to be able to fix it, but we shall see. Maybe I'm just being a bit negative with it, you know. Got to put new ones on when heating from the bottom. Oh, so if you got to put new ones on, just rip them off, man. That's what I would do. If don't rip them off, I guess that's probably bad advice. I would definitely say if you're just looking, I mean, it doesn't matter if they pop, maybe just cover something over them to make sure that nothing's going to happen, and they don't hit you in the eye. Maybe wear goggles. Also, you can just twiddle them off, but there is a further risk of like ripping the pads. The safest bet I do feel would still be to heat from the bottom. Get the board up to a good temperature and heat it from the bottom. No, you don't. You don't have to worry about components falling off from the bottom, as long as you are rotating the heat. So what you have to do with the iron, with the hot air gun, is you have to rotate it, okay? You have to make sure that if it's in one spot, you have to make sure you're rotating that heat, because if you do that and keep the heat stagnant, you're going to burn the board, and you don't want to do that. Bought from a viewer. Hopefully you're not getting scammed. No, I won't, chat. I won't get scammed. Here's a Nintendo Switch Lite that you wanted to buy. Yeah, so big shout out to Neil. Big shout out to Neil who sent me this. I say sent. Sold it to me. Be interesting to see what the situation is like with it. Rotate, you mean pivot? No, I mean rotate. Rotate the nozzle like this. Hugh, welcome. Pivot! Pivot! Yeah. Hey, Garbage coming in with a gifted sub to Quantum. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Thank you. Okay, we're missing a few screws, that's for sure. They have been inside it as well, so. Getting closer to 1,000 subs. Yeah. It's yellow. It is yellow, yes. I'll tell you what, that L feels a little bit... I know it feels okay. Was there a game? No. One day, chat. Bormu, welcome. How are you, my friend? SD card? No. Vienna, thank you very much for the follow as well. I appreciate you. Garbage, that's a total of 8 gifted subs now. You're absolute legend. Let's see if we can turn it on. Make sure it turns on. Shock chat. This one does turn on. Well, should do anyway. Okay. Let's not get our hopes up, but it should turn on. Okay. Well, battery was definitely flat. Now it's taking 500 milliamps. So specifically 463. It wasn't taking that much a second ago. So clearly I think the battery was dead and it's come alive. Chat, I'm going to read out what it was that I got with this one, okay? Okay. It was working, but I tried to replace the right Joy-Con, but when putting it back together, the connector for the Joy-Con fell off the board. I asked if they would take 30. Came back to me with 50. I went back with 40. I'd go ahead and insinuate from that message alone that it turns on. However, did I do enough due diligence here? It was working. I tried to replace the right Joy-Con, but when putting it back together, the Joy-Con connector for the Joy-Con fell off the board. Now, that to me, that would insinuate that the Joy-Con connector isn't on the board, but the Switch works. I'm going to just wait a little bit, see if it turns on. Before I take it apart any further. I'm just going to see. Marv, hello. Hello, Marv, over on the on Kick as well. Thank you, mate. Yes, this is a previous repair attempt. Yeah, I bought it from a viewer. Hey Joe, first time on a live with a question. Where would you recommend to buy faulty electronics from? In other countries in UK or US, the postage is sometimes a bit more expensive than the item itself. Manny, that's a very, very tough question for me because I'm not from those... What was that came over here? Was that my hand or something? Yeah, what I would say is that it's kind of tough because I don't know what platforms and stuff you've got. I'm going to go ahead and assume that maybe you've got something like Facebook Marketplace. Yeah, it was my hand. You've got stuff like Facebook Marketplace locally. But as far as like eBay and stuff goes, I personally don't buy stuff outside of the UK. It's just not my thing. Some people do, but I just don't think... Finder, by the way, thank you very much for the follow on Kick. I don't think there's enough profit in it, especially to buy at that point. So there's no point. You want to try and keep your costs down as much as possible, which would mean buying from your local area, Facebook Marketplace. I don't know if you have like a Craigslist, because I'm pretty sure that's what they have in the US, and stuff like that. Hugh, welcome. I mean, your assumptions sounds correct, unless they did more damage when they were in there and didn't mention it and never turned it on again after. That's what I'm thinking over. That's what I'm thinking. I'm just hoping that I see this turn on. Now, what do I mean by I hope I see this turn on? This amp draw up here, this 470 milliamps, I need this to go up to around about 600-700. We should see it go to 0 and then back up to about 600-700 when it's powering on. Yeah, it could mean the backlight connector. Yeah. They didn't specify exactly what connector it was, so it could be a different FPC connector to what I'm thinking. Absolutely, G-Man, yep. Craigslist here in the US is really only used by senior citizens now. Interesting. Danny, welcome. Yeah, what's wrong with the Switch? I should probably say. Well, I don't want to put family emergency. I need to go. I hope everything's okay. I forgot. I'll speak to you soon. Where's my fixing one? Up here. Switch light. Faulty. I'm gonna go faulty FPC connector because that's what I've been told until we know otherwise. Hugo, welcome. Right, the device is on. So can you see that we had that jump? So it's up to 600 now. So the device is on. If I press this button, yeah, so that's on, and then if I press it again, we're locked. Device is on. Happy days. I think it's going to be something to do with the screen, interestingly, which means that it's not going to be something like the FPC connector for the daughter board, because the device wouldn't on if the FPC connector for the daughter board was faulty. So what I'm going to do is leave that in actually, and I'm going to turn it off like this. There we go. That's off now. 518 milliamps. So I'm going to take the power out and we're going to take it apart and see what's going on. I've got my Phillips. There's no Phillips here. So again, it looks like there's just no screws. I do have a bunch of switch light screws, so I'll be putting them in, that's for sure. I beat you to deleting the message, Bodge, but you beat me to the ban. Well done. Simple in checking the backlight and just use a really bright fat. Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, it'll be quicker for me to actually see what's going on with the motherboard. Like I said, this has been opened before, so I should be able to get... Oh, look what I found, chat, because I've done a tidy the other day. Pog. Bodge is going to be happy with me, that's for sure. There we go. It's really bright, hey? I'm probably going to have to turn it up in a second. Oh, I don't want it that dark. That'll do. How is that little precision screwdriver? I have the full-size one, which I'm a big fan of. Overstarched. I'm a big fan of this. I really like this. I really like this screwdriver. I really like this screwdriver. It's good for fidgety people as well, is what I would definitely say. I bet on FPC cable from daughter to motherboard issue. I don't think it would boot, Marv, if that was the case. Could be that one singular trace is messed up, potentially. But usually when that cable goes, it won't boot. We'll see. Depends on how it's broken. Yeah, for sure. Okay, right. I'll keep calm. I'll keep calm. I'm just going to check something on the microscope. Chat, can you keep me calm?
I tried watching on the YouTubes, but it's just not the same. Back on Twitch now, tears of joy.
Overway, thank you very much for the tier 1 for 17 months in a row, you legend. Yeah, chat. This has the look of something that has been water damaged. See this? See that splash? Yeah, it does look pretty rough. Okay. This is what we're dealing with mainly. This is what I signed up for. That's what I signed up for. Am I right? I'm okay with that. Okay. Right, so our display doesn't work. This is, I believe this is actually digitizer. I believe this is digitizer cable. And the one that's down here is the FPC, so I need to take it apart a little bit further. I would, personally, just me, you know, I would, if I was selling the device, I'd like to let somebody know that exactly what was wrong. Maybe I'm being picky. But I would say there seems to be some liquid damage on the daughter board. And some other bits and bobs. I'm probably not going to use these screws, by the way. They seem pretty stripped. Oh, wow, man. Oh, man. All right. Okay. Water damage. Right, this is what I'm going to say. Water damage. Flex cable. Ruined. Unplugged game card reader. And I don't even know what other stuff here. I don't know, man. I feel like, yeah, there's rust on the Wi-Fi cover as well. I don't know. I feel like I'll be honest with you, chat. I'm quite disappointed with this viewer. I'm quite disappointed. Again, the original inquiry. The original inquiry was exactly as I read, which was it was working, but I tried to replace the right Joy-Con. When putting it back together, the connector for the Joy-Con fell off the board. That's it. So to me, I think, okay, so they've opened it. It's not water damaged. It's not got rust. It's not got black components. It's definitely not got the water sticker indicator showing signs of water damage. It's not had this ribbon cable here completely obliterated. Man. So yeah. I guess. Do you know what it is? It's more so, it's like the thing where it's like, it kind of ruins it for other people. Do you know what I mean? Because this cost me £40. He asked for 50. It's a viewer of the channel. He asked for £40. He asked for £50. I offered him 30 originally. He asked for 50, went to 40. And there was just no other conditions of the device given. So is there a possibility he's opened it up and he's not seen all of this other things? No, I don't. He's definitely done this. He's taken the board out and he's put this cable in incorrectly and screwed it up completely. And you would have seen that there was, you know, the water damage indicator. I mean, look at this. Look at this, chat. What is that? I don't even know what it is. I'll be surprised. It's a miracle this thing's turning on. Is it thermal paste? Dare I say, I mean, does this even look like it's maybe been through an ultrasonic? No, I don't think it would be as dirty as what it was. I think maybe they've used a toothbrush to clean up some of the liquid damage. If he turned around and said to me it was liquid damage, there wasn't. I just wouldn't have bought it. I just wouldn't have bought it. But it does kind of ruin it for other people, because, I mean, what does that mean to my process? That means to my process, if I now have to buy off viewers, which is maybe something that I should have done anyway, I'm going to need to ask for photos if they've been inside of the device. What's that going to do? It's going to elongate the process of me actually being able to buy devices, because people won't be bothered. If I ask for like pictures of insides, people aren't be bothered if they've attempted to repair it before. But I feel like I need to protect myself from this stuff happening. I guess you could argue that maybe if I was to buy a Nintendo Switch Lite off of eBay and it was faulty and they hadn't provided pictures, you know, you could argue the fact that this is something that I would get and I'd be saying, yeah, I took the risk and blah, blah, blah. But I guess the advantage of buying off viewers is that I thought maybe that they would include all information when selling me the device. But clearly some details has been missed out. So that is a bit upsetting. That is a bit upsetting. Do we go ahead and try to fix it is the question. It's got quite a few signs of liquid damage on. And the question I need to ask myself is, would I be happy selling it in this state? That's what I always ask myself. Is there any point in me actually trying to fix it? Would I be happy trying to sell it in this state? Probably not. We've already got a bit of rust and corrosion. If this was a free repair, then it would be a little bit of a different story. But the fact of the matter is, I've paid £40 for this, and it's pretty much just going to do me for donor parts, I imagine. There is no point in me trying to fix this chat and get it back up for somebody. There's already too much work to be done to it, and it doesn't look like it's going to be worth the profit, because there's components here that have clearly taken a hit with some sort of liquid damage, so on and so forth. We've got, again, liquid damage around the max IC down here. Look, I have no doubt that if I fix this, it will be good. I have no doubt that I'll be able to. I have no doubt in my ability to fix this, because I do think it will just be replacing that cable, putting it through the ultrasonic cleaner, and fixing the FPC connector issue that we have here. I've got no issues with that. I feel like we can fix it. My issue being that I don't think it's fit to sell onto somebody. I cannot guarantee that this device is going to last. Thank you, Overstarch. Appreciate you. Try putting it in the ultrasonic. Oh, I could put it in the ultrasonic then. Yeah. And I just don't know. I think it's a bit too far gone. The other option, chat, is option B. I try to fix it, try to get it up and running, and we use it as a giveaway. I don't like saying that because, again, I wouldn't like to give something away that I feel like won't last. So it's that kind of catch-22 as well, isn't it? What do we think, chat? PLD, welcome, buddy. How are you? Joey, sometimes your users have bought a device second or third hand and only have history provided so they can give you what they personally know. But this person they've told me that they ripped off this FBC connector. So there's no way that they didn't see that it's water damaged. And there's no way that they didn't personally rip or dismantle this cable down here, because they would have taken out the board and ripped this. Twisted, welcome. I vote for fixing it. What do you guys think? Fix or move on?
Put it in the ultrasonic clean and sell for parts.
I wouldn't sell it for parts. I wouldn't sell it for parts. It's a good idea, though. Thank you very much for the $2 through Super Chat, by the way, Thad. Yeah, I wouldn't sell it. I wouldn't sell it for parts. Fix. Move on. Fix. Do a poll. Is it fixable? It's definitely fixable. Is it worth it? I bought it for £40 Twisted from a viewer who has potentially given me some misinformation that it's water damaged. Now the thing is, with a water damaged device, I can't sell it on. As bad as what this is. Sometimes if there's like a little bit of liquid on the board and it's early days, the chance of it surviving is a lot more higher. But if it's like if it's components like this that look like they're corroded, then it's an issue selling it. So option B is try and fix it and then potentially look at giving it away. Fix for fun. I mean, I've kind of claimed that I'll be able to fix it, right? So I think it's only right that I try and fix it. Yeah, I feel like I kind of have to prove myself now that I'll be able to fix it. Okay, let's try and fix it. And if I can fix this, I'll give it away, chat. How's that? If I fix it, I'll give it away. Deal? I will have to obviously caveat that and just say I don't know how long it's going to last. Being the only issue. So, there is a way that we have to deal with the ribbon cable down here. The way that we deal with this ribbon cable is by dropping a little bit of IPA down here, and that kind of softens the adhesive. And when we soften the adhesive, we can move our tweezers down and pry it off. Very, very slowly. You can also put the IPA on the tweezers themselves and move them in between. Whoa!
A little help with your loss on this switch.
No. Do not worry about that. Do not worry about that. However, Why Are You Dreaming Girl? Thank you very much for the £10 straight to the PayPal. That's very, 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 very kind of you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. That's very kind. And then we can just pull that out like that. And can you see how twisted and messed up this cable is? I think Marv's right. I think backlight was just shot because of this cable. Because it's partially damaged. It's not fully damaged to the point where it won't turn on. But it's damaged in a way that's like GG for the backlight. Yeah, thank you so much for the £10, by the way. That's incredible. Incredible amount of support. I really appreciate you. PayPal as well is the best way because it's only 5% fees. So thank you. Let's just disassemble this a little bit further, hey. I literally just stumbled on this channel by pure accident here. This is pretty cool. Thank you very much, Twisted Computer. Are you into repairs yourself? I know your name is Computer, so I'm going to go ahead and assume it's more so computer-based stuff. How did that cable get mangled? It looks like they put it in either the incorrect way or they put it in the incorrect way first and then they turn it around and they mess with it a little bit. Now, the game card reader itself actually looks okay. I can't see any damage to it. There is a little bump in it, to be honest, which I have to bear in mind. There's a little bump in it, so we have to be careful and cautious. That cable's going straight in the bin. Let's clean up the thermal pass that we have. The fan wasn't plugged in. And it looks like a bunch of other things is just hanging out as well. But yeah, if I can get this working, do you know what? We'll give it away. Yeah, Twisted, what's your story? Ralph, welcome. How are you? Another sub. Chat, you need to chill out. Swindonbag, thank you very much for the Prime subscription. Out of thousands of creators, you've chosen to support me with your Prime, and that means a lot. So thank you. Why would the cable have been removed in the first place? Because he was trying to change the analog, the FPC connector for the analog stick. So because he was trying to change the connector for the analog stick, you need to take the board out. So that's why he's removed the board in the first place, and that's why, because you would need to unplug this. So I think he's, like I said, I think what he's trying to do is he's tried to put the ribbon cable back in, and he's twisted it around the wrong way when he's putting it back in. Chief, thank you very much for the follow. Chat, what's going on? Relax. Thank you very much for the prime, Stoopy. You absolute legend. Again, I will mention, out of thousands of people, you've chosen me. That means a lot to me. Thank you. Appreciate you. Kind of just learning how electronics work in general the other day. I did rebuild my PC and that was a blast. Oh, well done. It's very stressful. Very stressful. Yeah, Chief, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate you and your face. Delta, thank you for the follow as well. At least with a giveaway, something nice comes from the rubbish. True, yeah. So what donation method takes less and how do you access it? Please don't worry about that. Please don't worry about... I mean, the way that you guys support me is simply by being here and watching the content. Twitch and YouTube is pretty much the same if you use that. So if you go with a super chat or bits, a pretty good method of support. Subs, but it is probably around about a 60-40 split in my favor. But when it comes to PayPal, there is a PayPal link in the YouTube description, and I believe it's on Twitch down below. And that is only a 5% fee when you tip to a business. So, I mean, technically PayPal is the best. But again, please do not worry about that. Sit back, enjoy the content. Now, what I do need to have a look at is how bad this is on the back. Okay. Let me get the scope out. Tip, not the shortcut. I think it's PayPal. Exclamation mark PayPal. Bodge. I could be wrong. Yeah, look. I think this does need a clean in the ultrasonic regardless of the situation. Hey, so it's not something that I'm going to be able to give away straight away. I'll have to put it in the ultrasonic. Yeah, look. This is had... What's that? Is that hanging on for dear life or something? What's going on with this resistor here? Oh, no, it's actually okay. Yeah, this has definitely had water damage, guys. And, again, just a little bit frustrating. Okay, that could... So that is also... I mean, that's nothing to do with backlight per se. That is specifically the fuel gauge. You see how it's got this little plus on? That's the fuel gauge I see. Now, the fuel gauge is responsible, I'm pretty sure, and people can correct me if I'm wrong, it's responsible for the battery life percentage, as well as a couple of other things, I believe. But you can see that that's where we've got a majority of our issue as well. Here, it's quite evident to see where we've had our liquid damage come in, and it's through the port. So this is what the PCB will look like without the... I'm going to use the term substrate. I don't know if that's the right term. But you can see that it's revealing copper here because this PCB is coming away. What I'm going to do is I do need to put this in ultrasonic again, regardless if I can fix it. Not regardless if I can fix it or not. If I do fix it, it's going in the ultrasonic. Pretty much as simple as that. Let me just have a quick look inside, only because I'm interested to see what the situation is. Been watching your Profit or Loss series for a month. Had a prime. Figured I'd toss it your way. Thanks for the great content. Thank you very much. Go to Teddy as well. And thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate you. Conformal coating. What's substrate then, chat? I'm trying to find the... Yeah, you can see. Can you see? That's where the liquids come in. I have no doubt. I have no doubt. Okay. Let's try and get it on and view the screen first. All right. Let's try and get it on and view the screen. Now, what I need to hope and pray is that the chassis is okay. In the event of the chassis being bad, it's not great. It's not good practice. Looks okay. This is the ribbon cable for the screen itself. And then if we look at the digitizer as well, I'm going to fold this one back. It's okay. Sweet. Okay, so that's all right. Everything else kind of seems to be okay from what I can tell from the chassis. Motherboard for the, sorry, the daughter board is, I'm going to hit it with a meh. I'm going to hit the motherboard with a meh, but should be okay. Again, I'll probably toss it in the ultrasonic cleaner. Okay. Ooh, chat. I might be able to take you guys to the ultrasonic cleaner now that I've got my phone and stuff set up for the for that. That would be pretty cool, hey? Yeah, a new port for sure. Yeah, you're 100% correct. Yeah, definitely needs a new port. For now, my main worry is to just make sure that it works, I think. And I need to get that FPC connector on, right? To make this somewhat a usable Nintendo Switch. That's going to be the main priority. So I know it turns on. Let's start with the... Let me get my toothbrush real quick just to make sure. I don't want any of that corrosion shorting anything out. Up until the point where I need to actually put this in the ultrasonic cleaner, this will do absolutely fine. Just to potentially get rid of any corrosion that might be hindering the use of the device. Now, I need to sort that FPC connector out to at least get it be able to get it up and running. Daughter board again is probably going to do with a little clean. Let's do the FPC connector. Manu, welcome. Thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate you. Substrate's the layer underneath, stuff holding it there. Okay, gotcha. This is IPA, isopropyl alcohol. Yeah, Neo. I will do eventually. There's one thing at a time. Fun fact: I don't think I've ever had to replace a FPC connector for an analog stick. Easy enough to do by the looks of it. Also doesn't look like we've got anything that is hindering our ability to just proceed with a straight swap. What do I mean by that? We don't have any rip pads, which is pretty handy. So this should be a fairly straightforward. Get some flux on it. Whoa! And there goes. Oh, did I break the needle? What? Oh, Joey, you absolute fool. I broke the needle. Luckily, I've got a bag of them. Still annoying. Thank you guys so much for the follows and everything else. I appreciate you. And thank you for the support today so far. No rip pads, which is a plus. Yeah. Use my needle noses there. Get that one off. Put this one on. This one looks a little bit bent, to be fair. Is it going to be okay? Let's find out. So let's go a little bit of fluxy. Not too much. Not too little. That looks like a different type of flux because I've just had to take the needle from another flux tube. Whoa!
Thanks, Joey. Your channel is much appreciated. You have saved me and others a lot of money in helping us fix our own issues. A bit of payback.
Daryl, that's extremely kind of you. Thank you so much for the £25, by the way. That is absolutely insane. Thank you very, very much, Daryl. Straight to the PayPal as well, the 5% fee. It's very, very kind of you. I'm going to go ahead and assume you were the person who was asking how to support and tip that way. So much love. That's very, very kind of you. Definitely didn't have to do it. And another sub, Matrix Neo. What a name, by the way. Thank you very, 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 very much for the Prime subscription, the brand new Prime. Appreciate you and your face. Thank you. Thank you. Guys, we're on 839 total subscribers. I will be playing a scary game at 1,000 subs. Just as an FYI, and I am not good with scary games. Shouldn't have said it, but I did. Here we are. Thanks for all the awesome content. You're more than welcome, Matrix. Thank you for joining, my friend. Right, so we're going to add a tiny bit of leaded here, just over these pads. There wasn't enough flux there, but that's fine. We can sort that out later. Now, I'm probably going to go and heat underneath with this one specifically. There's no need to go over the top. It is plastic as well, so we don't want that to melt. Now you can do it without melting it fairly easily. This job, again, for me, should be quote unquote fairly easy. Do you have anything on the original 3DS? Still my old one. An issue with the charging port. Do you know what? I think I've managed to fix one of them. What's happened here? Have they put that in the wrong way? Because that's not coming out. I don't know if that's the wrong way or not. I don't know where the pins are on here. No, that was the right way. It was just a little bit difficult. Yeah, no, personally I don't. I think I've worked on one 3DS, and that was I got given it by Tronics Fix. And it was like a bit of a repair challenge, and I managed to fix it eventually. But yeah, I don't think I've done anything else since then. And it wasn't charging port related. It was more so it was a random FPC connector that I just had real trouble trying to fix. Right, I need my W lens. Where's my W? There you are. Cometh, heareth, W'eth. So we're going to heat from underneath the board, chat, okay? So I'm going to take my donor, which is this one, for whatever reason. I don't know why it's a donor. I have no idea. And I'm going to hang it over the edge. And I'm going to bring my microscope over the edge. To be honest, I could probably get away with an L. Let me try L. I will have an affiliated link soon for this, by the way. Whoa, what's happened here? Wait, what? What's that? Is that my... That's my chair. Oh, there we go. That was just weird. Okay. I really lost my, like... Andy, welcome, by the way. Right, here we go. So, I'm going to go 400... What am I going to go? 400 and... I'm going to go 450. I'm going to go 450. 450 degrees Celsius. Airflow speed, a lovely, jubbly, cushy. Let's knock it up a little bit, shall we? Let's knock it up a little bit. Let's go 70%. Just as an FYI, guys, I bought another aircon unit. So I'm now rocking with two. Now, whilst you might think that is incredibly selfish, my wife, daughter, and son needed an aircon unit. So they now have a new one, and I've got my old one, which means I can now live stream and work on these hot, spicy days. Happy days, right? I still can't get over the £25. Daryl, thank you very much. So what I'm doing, guys, is I am simply rotating the heat. This is the FPC connector that I'm going to take from this board and put onto the other one. So I'm just rotating the heat. This is how I do it. And I'll just try and give it a tap every now and again, see if it works. See if it's come loose. And it hasn't. So we're just still waiting. It's going to take a while because that heat needs to penetrate all the way through the board to the other side. Understandably. And I'll try and remove it now. Still nothing. Keep it there. Still nothing. Keep rotating. I'm not going to hold it stagnant. If I hold it stagnant, I burn the board, guys. Very important not to do. No flux, nope. Joe, why don't you use flux? Because I don't want flux getting inside the connector. Personal preference. This is, however, taking a bit of a while to come off. I don't know if... Is this board water damaged? This shouldn't take this long to get off. There we go. Came off eventually. I don't know if it was down to that. Can you see on that middle pad? Can you see on the middle pad, chat? We've got... Oh. It was there. There was like a little bit of staining. I don't know if it... Nah, come on, man.
Who is your fav Teletubby? Tinky Winky, Dipsy, La La, or Joey?
What? Chad, do I look like a Teletubby? Yo, Anthony Dean coming in with a big £50. Anthony, thank you very, very, very much. Straight to the PayPal, 5% fee. Anthony, I say it as I do every single time. You do not have to do what you do. You don't have to do what you do. But nonetheless, it's massively appreciated. Can't believe you called me a Teletubby, may I say. But I appreciate it nonetheless. Mate, thank you so much for the £50. Straight to the... Are you saying I'm a Teletubby because of this? Is that the joke? Because of that bit of hair to stand up? If so, your attention to detail is uncanny. Because I only just clocked it. Anthony, thank you very much for the £50. Thank you. However, Teletubby. Insane in the membrane, mate. Thank you. Your support is one of the main reasons I'm able to do what I do, my friend. So, again, my appreciation for you is just incredibly high. Thank you. Being able to do the free repairs for the community. Thank you. This is the board that I've just taken the thing off, isn't it? Let me not get confused. Right, so what I'm going to do now is put the board that I'm working on back in. Okay, so now this 450 degrees Celsius will penetrate this board a lot easier. Not necessarily the heat itself. Do you know why? This here is leaded solder, which when combined with factory board solder, unleaded, lowers the melting temperature a lot. Why is that important? Because it takes then less heat to get it off. Now, I'm going to put flux down. I'm going to scrape some of this up though. I don't require lots of flux here, and I don't want lots of flux. And the reason being is because, who can tell me, chat, why don't I want lots of flux here? Joey, you just cost me 19k. 19 grand? For what? I mean, I've heard some accusations. Bald spot on the back. Oh, Anthony, you might need to talk. Flux in the connector. Yeah, exactly that. You got it. So I'm going to take our little connector and I'm going to try and line it up to the best of my ability. How have I cost you 19 grand? Wifey went out without me and bought a new car. Oh, what? Because you were staying inside watching me, you've then lost 19 grand. Do you know what I call that? You've been GG'd, mate. That's a you thing. That's a you thing. Right, let's try and get this on. So, watch what I do here, guys, okay? For those who are struggling with FPC connectors, watch this. So, I'm just heating from the bottom. I've got a medium-sized nozzle on. I'm just heating from the bottom, and I'm rotating my hot air gun, okay? So, I'm at 450 degrees Celsius at 70% airflow. And you're about to watch the magic unfold. I've got a tiny little bit of flux underneath, but that is all. Now, with enough heat, we should see the solder on the board molten, and the connector will jump into place. It might not jump into place if it's in a really good position already. Can you see it's wetting now? And the connector will start to move and shift about all over the place. And you can see that the solder is binding to the legs and the pins of the connector. Can you see that? And I'm not even touching it. Now, I am going to have to touch it a little bit here because it looks like a couple of them haven't really solidified. This is where I could potentially mess everything up. So I'm just going to give it a little tap. There we go. See that? Boom. I'm going to wait a couple more seconds. Again, hold the heat in place. Rotating it. And it's just moving on its own, I think, still. But I'm going to give it a little tap from the back. There we go. And now I'm going to come off the heat and we're going to inspect. Will this be absolutely perfect? Maybe. But there's a high chance as well that we might need to A, go over the pins, B, go in for a reflow, or C, start again. So I'll just wait for that to cool down. Now it's cool. I can remove the board and I can inspect it. Okay. Try and get some light on. So can you see how those pins are soldered to the board? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to now just put it flat so it's easy to handle. And I'm going to come in with my tweezers and just poke each one of those legs to make sure that we are fully connected. Okay, so I'm going to put that up so I can see right underneath. And just give it a little mini shove. See that? And they are all connected and absolutely solid. Now, if we take a look at the ground as well. Is that ground soldered nice in place? It is. Can you see that? This connector is not going anywhere. If anything, I'll go ahead and say this is better than factory. But I'm not allowed to say that. There we go. See that? Just there. Cool. Now, what's the beauty of this? The beauty of this is that we don't have any flux now in the connector. And I don't have to come back in and do any more work because we're all good. All right. And we're not going to have a fluxy connector. I can show you what a connector would look like with a bunch of flux. Would you like to see that in the chat? Would you like to see a connector full of flux and see how it differs? If we look at this, look at the latch. Can you see the latch? It's nice and smooth. We don't have any issues. Let me get a donor board. Now I'm going to take another one. Let's go with this one. Right. So here's the before. See that? Nice and flappy. Where's my flux? Okay. Is that enough, chat? Is that enough flux? So many people in the chat have said this is a Rossmann amount of flux. I couldn't agree more. No, a Rossmann amount of flux. Would be that. That's a Rossmann amount of flux. Fact or fiction, chat? Marv comes in and says, Joey, you need to use flux on the connector. This is what Marv would use at a minimum. And then he's like, yeah, Joey, just spray it out with a can of air and some IPA. That's what Marv would say. Now, listen. I fear for my lungs if I attempt to heat this up. I really, really fear for my lungs. But do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put my fume extractor on full blast. And I'll put it right next to the board, okay? So I don't even get a chance to sniff anything. I'm not taking blame for the Lewis Rossmann comment. You guys said that. You guys said it first. Right, here we go. So this is Marv trying to do repairs. Right, now let's just pretend that I've put this connector on, okay? And then this is Marv. All clean. Right? Marv would then go and say, yeah, this is all clean. I'm going to draw it off with 110. Who is Marv? He's one of my mods. Now, can I be honest with you, chat? Right now, this second, this actually looks okay. And this is me being 100% honest. Can you see how it does this? I think the reason why is because the board's still warm. It does. Do you know what? It does look silky smooth, okay? I think it's because the board's still warm. Over time, though, what's going to happen is this is going to seize up. And then you're also going to have dodgy connections on the pins. It could also be that the flux itself, it's already starting to get a little bit harder. I don't know if you noticed that. It could also be that the flux that I'm using is quite a low temperature flux. So, but you know what? I will give this the benefit of the doubt because it actually has done a better job than what I thought it would. It's already getting a bit too hard to squish down. But it's done a better job than what I thought it would. I've got to be honest. I can't lie. I digress. Let's try again. This is a different flux. Chat, this is a PG stream. Chill out. Can I be honest with you guys? I honestly, I don't know why this is flapping so well. And you might be like, Joe, what are you talking about? The reason I swear by cleaning my flux is so that you are then able to have a solid connection on boards. And obviously it just looks for a really messy job. I've got to be honest, this isn't getting as hard as I thought it would. Now, It might be because the board is just hot and the way that we're working with things at the moment. It might just be that it just needs to cool down. So I'm going to put it over to the side, and I really hope that my point still is valid. And I'm going to continue with the fix that we had for today's stream. My point kind of flopped really hard, that you shouldn't use a load of flux when it comes to replacing the FPC connectors. I still stand by it massively, because I'm just going to give that a little bit of time and let it cool down, because I do think my theory is still a good one. Could be wrong, but we shall see, basically. If you did it in December, it would work. Yeah, very, very true. Wheaty with the spam on Kick as well, by the way. So yeah, let me show you what we were working on. This is the Nintendo Switch, which we replaced the FPC connector, and this is going to be absolutely fine now in terms of the actual FPC connector and the Joy-Con for it. I do need to maybe give a little bit more of a clean. I ran over it with a toothbrush. I'm just checking to make sure that we haven't got any other areas in which I will need to run some IPA over. I'm also just going to check in here and make sure that they didn't bend any pins, which they didn't, so that's good. We don't have any corrosion or anything along those lines down here. Nope. And of course, as we can see, we've got the rust on the Wi-Fi IC. Everything else looks to be hunky-dory. Right, so we can give this a test now. I'm going to put it back in the chassis, and hopefully we're going to see something come on the screen. What do you think, chat? Is something going to come on the screen? Yes or no? No, don't apologise with you. It's okay. I think, you know, looking at the Kick chat, I think you can just spam as much as you want, you know, by the looks of it. Is my table moved again? Yeah, I think it did. Hi Joe, hope your AC is doing well. It's really warm here in the UK. Yes, yeah. That I had to buy another one for the wife and the children. If in the event that I didn't have the aircon today, there wouldn't be a stream. FYI, it's that hot here. I can't. Guys, it's disgusting. Ask Andy. Andy said that he had to stop streaming because of it. It's so disgusting here in the UK when it gets hot, man. Our houses are not built for it. Our houses are not built for it. And aircon prices are so expensive, as in like to have AC throughout the house is so expensive. So I've just gone for 2 units. Both units cost me about £350. So I spent about, I think I spent about £700 on the aircon units. But the first aircon unit that I bought, the one that I've got in here at the moment, is probably one of the best purchases I've ever made in my life. So buying another one is just a no-brainer. And Justin Bieber-wise. And it's so nice I had to buy it twice. Unfortunately, it's not the same brand because they don't do them anymore. But it's very, very similar. Very similar. I listen to Justin Bieber. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, they are portable ones. No. They're portable ones. The ones that are the ones that are on the wall, mounted to the wall and stuff, they're the expensive ones. Very expensive. Thank you for running the prediction, whoever ran the prediction. I like that. I don't know what the prediction is, but I really appreciate that. It's a nice touch. Thank you. PLD still here? 37, yeah. Meanwhile, in Latvia right now, it's 15 degrees and raining all day. Oh, it's my dream. It's your best mod that did it. Thanks, Bodge. Where's the... Sorry, it's a really bad joke. I know Marv sat there smiling. Defo warm in the UK in my house at the minute. Yeah, I hope the JDTs are doing well. I need to go check on them actually, because I don't know if I set the aircon up for them. We had it delivered when I was streaming, by the way, so I don't know if they set it up or not. So I might have to go and offer my assistance in a minute and just make sure everything's okay. Now I need to put in a couple of other things. I need to make sure that this works, don't I? So we'll need to test that in a second as well. I need a cable. Chat, I need a cable. Who's going to help me get a cable? Welcome to the stream, by the way. How much do you spend on your air conditioning? £350. $350 smackaroonies. Cable. Oh, everything just falling out. Nice one, Joey. Should be able to use that one. Let's have a look. What's that? Mick, welcome. How are you? So we're going to use the exact same method here, guys, to get this cable out. This is of a donor, so I'm going to pull that, and then I'm going to wet my tweezers with IPA. So if I wet my tweezers with IPA, and then come in and just run the tweezers down here. I can then pull that cable out and insert it. Into the exact same crevices that existed before. Me and the wife are back on a Stranger Things hypes chat. I can't try and say that again. Me and the wife are back on a Stranger Things hype. It's really good watching it this time around. We do have a little baby that's interrupting certain things though, so you know we're taking it slow. Yeah, Therauld, exactly. Yeah, I've been watching it in prep for November, but I've started from the beginning. I said to the wife, let's do it from last season, because I'm pretty sure we've watched it twice already. And she was like, no, let's do it from right from the beginning. I said, okay, let's try it. Yeah, £350 is what I spent on the aircon, and the reason why I think I've spent that, which I don't think is actually reasonably that bad, because everywhere is pretty much sold out at the moment, FYI. Right, chat, are we going to get power, yes or no? What do you think? Are we going to get, not power, are we going to get an image, yes or no? Three, 2, 1. Power on. Marv. Could be out of battery. Wait, could be out of battery. No, it's on. It is on. No, it's on, King. The switch is on. I think personally the issue is the daughter board. I think the issue is the daughter board. So let's swap it out. I think it's going to be this. It's either going to be the daughter board or it's going to be the screen. But my guess is the daughter board. So I'm going to remove the daughter board and put another one in for testing. Because I reckon this one is corroded. Didn't want my points anyway. Marv, did you lose points? Or are you not allowed to vote? That's a point. Can you vote if you've got mod status? Haven't voted, gotcha. For those who have just joined, I was essentially missold by a viewer in an unfortunate scenario. Yeah, I think this board, I think that's had it. I think that board has had it. Do you guys want a spoiler? I'm really bad at surprises. Do you guys want a spoiler? Yes or no? So I have... No, I'm not going to. I'm not going to. I take it back. Chris, thank you very much for the 500.
Good morning.
Yo.
All 30 odd repairs have been repairs and shipped out.
Let's go, baby.
How's your day going?
Yeah, all right, mate. Not too bad. I mean, yeah, it's okay. It's okay. We had a bit of an unfortunate circumstance, my friend, where thank you for the 500 bits, mate. That really means a lot. That's the equivalent of $5 straight to me, so thank you. Oh, okay. Yo! Cricky coming in with a prime as well to start our hype train. Cricky, thank you very much, my friend. How's dad life? I appreciate you. Yeah, I don't know if I mentioned as well, Cricky, but I've just had another child. So I've got two in the household now. Yeah. It's a boy. Yeah, I'll save it. I'll save the spoiler. I'll save the spoiler. You have to wait. You probably won't have to wait that long. But yeah, Chris, I bought a device off a viewer. Yeah. Yo, Mick coming in with a gifted sub to Haley. I appreciate you. Thank you very, very much. That's very kind of you. Thank you. Thank you. Didn't have to do that. Hi, how are you? I'm very, very good, thank you. How are you?
Hope you're well. Emailed you regarding Sega Mega Drive 2 if you were interested, smiley face.
IndieBrit, thank you very much for the prime for 3 months in a row. Thank you. I will definitely check the email. Thing is with Sega Mega Drive is that I've not really worked on too many of them. So if it's a free repair one, even if it was a selling one, I'd most probably say no to it. So it really depends, my friend. But I will check. So don't worry about it. But thank you very much for the prime for 3 months in a row. Boys, they're ready for this heat. Yeah, I know, Crookie. I've just bought another AC unit. So I've got two now. I've got 2 AC units. First one was so nice, I had to buy it twice. And there's no regrets. It came today. Thank goodness. I checked everywhere, chat. Everywhere locally. I checked my Argos, Currys, everywhere. They were all sold out. And then I went to a website that was like AC Direct or something. And managed to find one, luckily. Yep. Will JDT office have to be relocated soon to make room for the family? It's a very good point. It's a very good point. And a subject that I am rather sore on currently. I need to think about life and weigh everything up. So I'm not sure to answer your question. I am not sure. Marv, would you please be able to run the prediction again? And let's go for like a 2-minute. Will this turn on with the daughter board? Which controls the backlight, by the way. It's responsible for the backlight. To those who are wondering. I'm not going to put any more screws in just yet, because we're just in a testing phase right now. Let's see what happens. Guys, thank you very much for the level 1 hype train as well. I appreciate you. On a level 2 currently. Do you strictly buy and sell in the UK? Correct. Yes, Darryl, I do, yeah. Any idea why Joy-Con would not work wirelessly on a standard Switch? Could be down to the Bluetooth module on a Switch, or it could be the Joy-Con itself. There's 1,000 questions to be answered there, Neo. Got a Dyson one. Yeah, see you later. Much love, mate. Have a good one. Wait till you get the Lecky build, Joey. Talk right. It's one of those things at the moment. I wouldn't care. I need my fam to be chill, and me to be able to work, to pay for that. So, I hope I'm wrong. I'm trying to get rid of these points. Oh, he's cocky with it as well. How do we end the prediction early? Because I feel like now I have to wait. You know. How do we protect? How do we end it early? Can we end it early? I don't want to break it. I think I put it on for too long, for 2 minutes. We got a 50-50 split, by the way. 250k points either way, yes and no. I can't. I've got the, if I do that, I've got dismiss this message, how to play, and a bunch of other things. Oh, wait a minute. End submissions. Yeah, I can. Whoa, there we go. Right. Can you guys confirm? Can you vote yes or no? I voted. No, but can you vote now? Anybody who hasn't voted, can you vote? I'm looking for no. No. Okay, cool. We all work in sheds, Joey. It's the way forward. Yeah, do you know what, FIFA? It's true. I would like that. But mine would more so have to be like a studio sort of thing. And it's just a lot of cost and a bunch of other things that I have to consider. The point is that I need to weigh up whether I rent somewhere or I do it at home. That's basically the big decision that I need to make. And it's quite a tough decision. And I don't think there's a right or wrong answer. So, right. Ready? 3, 2. Actually, no, we'll do it this way. Is it going to work? 3, 2, 1. The answer is no, chat. The answer is no, unfortunately. Still no display. Now, I need to kind of weigh up whether it's like, okay, do I put this into the ultrasonic cleaner and hope for the best before I proceed any further, or do I start digging around now to measure some things and see what the situation is? What do you guys think? Should we start digging around now, or should I put it in the ultrasonic cleaner first and then we have a look? What do you guys think? Dan, welcome, buddy. How are you? Cleaner. Issue being my cleaner isn't on. And it probably takes about 13 years to warm up. So I'm not going to be able to do that today. I could do... Do you know what I could do, chat? I could do just a couple of base measurements to make sure it's nothing obvious. For example, a couple of the diodes here. Because the backlight circuit is actually here. Now, I don't get a backlight. So the backlight is kaput. It's not necessarily the LCD screen. I mean, it could be the screen that is faulty. It could be. Who knows? But it's more so likely that we need to sort the backlight issue first, okay? Could be both. Plus 489k. Oh, Ross, will you write again? Lord of glove. Man's on a roll. We need to stop Russ. Pardon me. Oh, guys, remember what it was? Was it 10? Yeah, buddy. Please remind me going forward that it's Comport 10. Can you look inside the FPC? Yeah, I can take a look, bud. FPC looks okay, if you ask me. FPC looks okay. This is the display circuit. So this chip here is the backlight IC. So it could be that's gone, but usually when we have an issue with the backlight, it tends to be this little diode here. Now, it does look like there's a little mark. Can you guys see that? Yes or no? Looks like there's a little mark there. Could be wrong. So I'm going to go into diode mode. And I'm going to measure it. .11 that way. Open line that way. Which I'm pretty sure is A-OK, by the way. Now I just need to measure a couple of other areas around the backlight. Ooh, 0.0. Ah, maybe it's sorted itself out now. Yeah, so in diode mode, this way we have 1.7. This is potentially ground. That is, I think, ground as well. Oh, open line here? No. 0.07 is quite low there. Is it not? Hello. Whoa!
All that flux broke it. You Rossmaned it. All you need to do is spill the IPA and Vince it too.
All right. Anthony is ridiculous. £50? You can't come through with these really simple messages with £50 attached to them. 50. Jeez Louise. Anthony, that's £100 from today's stream alone, straight to the PayPal. What on earth? Anthony, thank you so much for the support. Straight to the PayPal again. Really appreciate you. Thank you. So many times come through with that support, which is just crazy. Anthony, thank you very much. Appreciate the 50 straight to the PayPal. Absolute legend. Thank you. I can't even remember what I was saying. Chat, what was I talking about? Backlight. Yep, that's the one. Right, I'm going to test here because I had 0.07 on the other one. To be fair, I get 0.07 here. Okay, let me check these little diodes as well here. So 6.1, 6.1. So let me check the board that we're working on. Six two. Yeah, well that's within thingy, I would say. Okay, it's looking pretty good on like the IC side of things. 5.8. Yes, Marv. You have a broken pin on the FPC.
Still much love, Joey. Leering so much from your
MP,
videos.
thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Short.
Thank you very much for the prime. I appreciate you. Thank you. I'm trying to get a good image on here. Wait there, guys. On the right? Are you guys talking on the right? Third upper right. Oh, I see it. Are you talking about here? Are you talking here? The pin, the pin looks like it's there though, no? From this angle. Do you think that's what it is? You can't see the bend upwards at the front. Pin's there though, no? Well, we'll replace it then. It's bent. I think it's broken at the back. Okay. Let's do it. Let's do it. Do it, 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 do it. I don't think, yeah, I think it was a hair, not a bridge. But a good spot. Makes the most sense, yeah, potentially. Got a question though. Wouldn't the backlight still show over here, but just not show the screen? Because I'm sure the backlight comes on over here first, and the backlight isn't coming on over here. Or does it have to receive power from this connector in order to turn on? It's powered by the main board. Okay, cool. Let's see if that's the case then. Let's see if that's the case. Ooh, that's a bit too close. Already. Same method, exactly the same as what we used with the other FPC, but we're going to go from the bottom exactly the same. Metal, thank you very much for the follow, by the way, and the first time chat. How are you today, my friend? God, do you know what, chat? I'm going to be honest. I've got the aircon on. It's still really hot in here. Still really hot. 450 degrees Celsius, 70% airflow. I'm really, really good, thank you, Mel. Thank you for asking, my friend. What's this sludge? See that? Ugh. Brother, ugh. Cardboard, welcome. I can smell some sort of vanilla ice cream. I know that sounds really like, Joey, what are you talking about? That, it stinks. And that is definitely what's been corrosive on this board. Little bit of flux, guys. Coming with our soldering iron. Now, chances are here, to be precise, I'm probably going to have to use a thicker flux. We'll see. Just putting some leaded down. To be fair, it might be okay. Clean up quickly. I think we'll be alright. Alright, now we come in with some more flux here. And just spread this out, not too much though. I'm actually going to dab a bit of it away. Okay. Now let me just really quickly grab a donor. Now I'm just going to do this off the table so you guys don't see. Ah, happy birthday in advance, Cardboard. Guys, thank you so much for the follows and the tips and everything else that have come in today. Uncle Bez, thank you very much for the follow, by the way, on Kick. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, my friend. Right, let's go ahead and move that over. And then we'll come back here. And I've already put the FPC connector on this board. Alright, bonjour Rodney. Now let's just put this in place. Into the correct position. Try and line it up as best we can. Which, if I'm being honest, is probably going to be there, but I'm going to touch this again and I'm going to ruin everything. There we go. Right, back on the board. 450 degrees Celsius, airflow speed 70% underneath. And watch the magic happen. He says. Hopefully it works. Let's try. Rotate in the air. You'll see very, very soon that the solder's going to molten. Here it goes. And that connector should sit nice and flat. I need to make sure the ground pads are also molten. I'm just going to keep it on for a little bit longer. Just to make sure here. And to be honest, it looks like it's kind of just sat in place very nicely. So I'll come off the heat. Again, could be utterly, completely wrong. Okay. Wait for that to cool down. And what I'm looking for is a solder here. I'm looking for it to change color because that means that it's not molten anymore and it's gone solid. And it's just gone there. It's gone to like a dull grey. Now I'll take it out and I'll quickly inspect the board and just make sure that we're all good, okay? Before testing. Because if there's any changes or amendments that I need to make, I'll do them now. That looks perfectly soldered to me, chat. All of those look really good. Check on the back. Also really good as well. Cool. So, this is ready to test. I'll put it back in the chassis. And we'll see if it works. Can you do another 1 minute poll, please, Marv? Is it going to work this time, yes or no? We'll just do a minute. Is Russ going to lose all of his points? I'll be 43 on Sunday. Nothing wrong with that. Of course it will work, says Angus. Let's go. I love the confidence, my friend. We need some of that. Anyone else? I think it's the LCD screen itself. Could be a very valid point. However, that would be a separate issue because at the moment we're not getting any backlight. So I would be sad because that means that we have two different faults on here. StreamPex and Zero, thank you very much for the follows on Twitch. Appreciate your face. Thank you. All right, chat. Momentous of truthers. Here we go. Yeah, FPC I took is fine. Did we do the poll? Did we do the prediction? Was that just now? 65 to 35? My gosh, I'm nervous. Okay. 3, 2. I'm giving this away, by the way, if I can get it up and running. 3, 2, 1. Well done. Big shout out to Marv. Marv for spotting that little pin. Digitizer good as well, guys. Perfect. Dish out those points, Marv. Dish out those points, mate. Well done, mate.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, Technic coming in with a 5 gifted subscriptions, mate. Thank you very much. You didn't have to do that. Thank you for the 5 gifted to Brain, Mastel, Nightmare, Kenna, and Shaw as well. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, I'm live on Kick as well, guys. So, yeah, I appreciate any follows over there as well. We're doing YouTube, Kick, and Twitch at the same time. 3 different chats, but I'm all for it. Power of positivity. Factually true. Yeah. Have I tried 420 at 69% airspeed? I have. It's always lucky. Always. Zach, welcome, by the way. How are you? I can't give the points. Oh, you can't? That's weird. Goth coming in with a prime for 2 months in a row. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. I've all into yes. Oh, nice. Interesting. I love that. Right. The other thing that I need to check, guys, is that the Joy-Con works, but I've not got it plugged in. So that would be the fan spins. I mean, that's always a result, hey? The extra flux. I didn't put the extra flux on this one. That was on a donor. There's no way I was putting all that flux on this one. Let me just turn this device off real quick. It's really, really good that the touchscreen works as well, digitizer. I've not plugged in that analog stick. This one I don't think I plugged in either. Oh, I have. Okay. Let me unplug it. So yeah, that didn't take. I mean, I'm fairly confident with those FPC connector repairs now. I mean, it doesn't take me long to do. I will keep this motherboard. I'll keep this daughter board in because it's a donor one from another console anyway, and this one was fairly damaged with the water damage that we had. What I need to do is actually put this through the ultrasonic cleaner chat, and then I can give it away. So I'm gonna put this to the side for the time being, and I'll keep it outside the chassis, and I'll keep everything grouped together. I'm gonna put that in my little bag of my graveyard, I call it. And then when I put this back together, I'll do the giveaway. What I'll probably do is next stream, I'll put the ultrasonic cleaner on, and I'll chuck it in the ultrasonic cleaner, and we can have a look at the board and see how much of a difference that makes. Because I always like to show what kind of a difference it actually makes. So we can do that on the next stream, which is going to be Sunday coming. But good news is that it works, which we love, right? We're all for, we're all happy. So let me just have a really quick tidy up. And Marv was right. Dare I say it, chat? Marv was right. Yeah, we'll check Wi-Fi as well. But this will be given away as well. So if you are interested in winning this Nintendo Switch Lite, I could probably do worldwide. I could probably do worldwide with this. Yeah, I could probably do worldwide. In which case, join the Discord. ! Discord, and you'll be able to put yourself in for a chance to win this exact Nintendo Switch Lite. Now, there is a caveat. I don't know how long it's going to last, because we did have a bit of corrosion. Not corrosion necessarily, but water damage on it. And it was past a certain point of me being happy to sell. So I hope it lasts you a while. If not, I'm at least hoping that it can get somebody through some nice gaming times for a little bit. A nice little bit of memorabilia from this specific stream as well. Your PC keeps freaking me out every time you unplug the cable in the Switch. I keep thinking it's my phone. Yeah, sorry. It's funny, we were joking about Marv's flux, but he helped fix it big time. Yeah, well, I didn't use the flux on this one, by the way. So I didn't use all of that flux on this device. I can go back to the other one. I would never dare use that much flux on a device that I was working on. There isn't a chance. No matter how much you can convince me that flux is non-corrosive and all that stuff, it's just I don't like flux being all over the board. Right, so I'll just leave that on top of there so I don't. That can go, again, probably in the bin. That cable can also go in the bin. There we go. I did have a bin up here. I always usually have a bin bag up here, but I don't have one up here at the moment, so everything's just getting chucked on the floor. Which, by the way, I would say I would never recommend to do. Please, if you have a work surface, keep it nice and clean. Don't confuse yourself like I do on a daily basis. My area, my actual My area at the moment is in a real good spot. It's in a real good spot. It's very, very clean, very tidy. It's just there's a couple more things that I have to do. There's a couple more things I have to do. Joey, a real one for clean and flux. I'm glad you didn't see what happened earlier, my friend. I'm glad you didn't see what happened. Do you want to see? Let's use that. This was on a donor. I was actually I was getting on to the point of like explaining why I don't use a bunch of flux on a board. That's what the goal of this was, right? I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna explain. I was like, look how flappy this is. And I was talking about it. I was like, look how flappy this is. And then I went shudum and just filled it with flux. And the whole point is that I then heated it up and then said, you watch how sticky it's gonna be. And I think it was the type of flux I was using. It was then pretty much fine. And I was like, oh, okay, I'll be honest. This is pretty good. However, the board might have now cooled. In which case, let me just check something quick and see if we have a fluxy, sticky connector. I'll be honest with you, it's still not sticky. And that's after about, what, chat? 20, 30 minutes of it being sat there? So, yeah, there goes my theory out the window. It must have been the type of flux that I was using. But anyway, look, I just don't like having a bunch of flux. I think we can all agree, chat. I don't like having a bunch of flux on the board. Nobody likes that much flux. Nobody likes that much flux. You can't. Unless you're Lewis. That one's there. I think. Which one is it that I need to put in first? This one. Okay, cool. Right, that is pretty much. I'm going to put all my stuff in here, which I probably shouldn't, by the way, because everything's just going to get mixed up. I know it will, for a fact. But you know what? Sometimes, chat, it is what it is. Like I said, this will be given away. This will be given away. Some of these screws I'm just not going to use. I just need to put the ultrasonic cleaner on. I reckon I could put that ultrasonic cleaner on tonight. And come the morning, it still won't be hot. That is how much. That is how long my ultrasonic cleaner takes. However, actually, chat, do you know what? I'm going to caveat this, and I'm going to say because of the fact it's so ridiculously hot here in the UK at the moment, it could be a lot quicker. It could genuinely be a lot quicker, and I really hope that is the actual case. I really hope it is going to be a lot quicker. Because it's so hot. I mean, that would make sense, right? Tell that to Rossman, beat me to it. Right, chat. One in the chat if you've enjoyed today's stream. Camera might go off. If it doesn't, miracle. Miracle. All right, well, today's going to be a good day. One in the chat if you enjoyed the stream. Wait. No. Lots of Unos. Guys, thank you so much for the support today. Again, incredible. You guys, I say, I don't know what happened there. I get soppy pretty much every single stream, but there's a reason for it, because I am just incredibly grateful for the amount of support that I receive on a streamly basis. It allows me to do what I love doing, doing the free repairs for people, you know, and you give me the freedom in life to be able to do what I want when I want, and for that I am just, you know, there's no bigger thing for me. So I really appreciate it. You guys are legends, and yeah, thank you. A big thank you. Guys, have a good rest of your day. It's nearly the weekend. You're nearly there. Push through it. You've got one more day left for most people. One more day left. I'll see you on Sunday. We're at 850 total Twitch subscribers now, which again is absolutely insane. At 1,000, we're going to be doing a scary game, which I am not looking forward to in the slightest. But yeah, I'll speak to you guys on Sunday. Have a good one. And I hope to see you there on Sunday, 2 p.m. BST. Okay, chat? And I'll update you on Sunday about this Nintendo Switch Lite. It might be that I put it back together because I've got a clean board by then, and then we'll just we'll put it together, etc., etc. All right, guys. Thank you. Much love. Until next time, I'll see you then. Thank you very much. Bye, guys. Peace.